From the heart of the city, straight to your radio. Honest, intimate, real. This is where love gets real and real gets deep. It's not just talk, it's the Love Talk Show. Are you ready? Then let's dive in right now.
A very good evening to all of you. Have you ever asked if a baby can save a marriage? Have you ever asked to yourself if a baby has the power to change or to make a better marriage? Well, this is what we are going to talk about today. Good evening to everyone. The Love Talk Show is on air. Andrea, a very good evening too.
Hello everyone, a very good evening. I hope you're doing well. And today to discuss a topic under the light of intelligent love. So stay tuned because it will be one more interesting topic regarding if a child can, for real, save a marriage. What do you think about it?
Well, it's a question that many sometimes they are asking, and more often that we sometimes imagine. Can a baby bring the love back between the couple? Can a baby restore what is broken? Can a baby bring harmony to the couple? Can a baby be the reason of a strong connection between man and woman? Well, we are all going to talk about this. If you know someone who has this question, who thinks about it, regardless if they agree or not, tell them to be with us because during the next hour we are going to talk about this. Pay attention to our report about this theme.
Some people believe that a baby is like magic glue that can repair a crumbling house. They think a child will force a wandering spouse to stay, or that a newborn's cry will drown out the sound of their arguments. But a child is a human being, not a repair kit. Today on the Love Talk Show, we are exposing the band-aid baby myth. Why bringing a life into a broken home doesn't fix a marriage, it only adds weight to the collapse. The belief that a child will save a marriage is often rooted in a desperate hope for more attention, love, or a reason for a spouse to stop seeing a lover. However, the reality is that the first year of parenthood is one of the most stressful periods a couple can face. Instead of bringing you together, exhaustion, financial strain, and a lack of time can actually widen the cracks already there. Using a child as a shield to prevent a divorce is not only ineffective, but also deeply unfair to the child, who often grows up in a house filled with tension and eventually faces the very divorce the parents try to avoid. We see this pattern frequently in the public eye. For example, actress Denise Richards famously filed for a divorce from Charlie Sheen while 6 months pregnant with their second daughter, proving that even the arrival of a new baby cannot bridge the gap created by deep-seated issues like addiction and infidelity. More recently, in late 2025, several high profiles split, such as the shocking end of Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban's 19-year marriage, reminding us that even long-term family stability cannot always prevent the breakdown when the core connection is gone. The statistics are a sobering wake-up call for 2026. A staggering 20% of couples break up within the first year of a child's life. According to a study shared by BBC WorkLife, marital satisfaction is consistently lower among parents than among non-parents, and it typically declines during the first year of childbearing. Research from the Marriage Foundation shows that unplanned pregnancies, often used as a last-ditch effort to save a relationship, have a significantly higher risk of ending in separation compared to planned families. Mothers of infants report the lowest level of happiness, with only 38% of married mums reporting high satisfaction compared to 62% of married women without children. So can I ask you a question today? Are you trying to fix your marriage, or are you just trying to trap your spouse? Do you realize that by bringing a child into your conflict, you are giving them the front row seat to your pain? And if you can't be a healthy team of 2, how do you expect to be a healthy team of 3? Stay tuned to the Love Talk Show. We are going to talk about how to start healing the marriage before you consider growing the family. We'll show you how to raise your children in a home built on real love, not on a desperate attempt to stay together. A baby deserves a happy home, not a job to save one.
This is the Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.
Well, Andrea, someone said there we cannot forget a baby, it's also a human being. And I personally agree totally with what this person said when baby is also a human being. And thinking that bringing a baby will be able to save a marriage, believing that a baby will, strengthening a couple, it's an illusion. And we can learn this with the previous relationships or previous examples we have. Why? Because it's simple to understand this. If a baby comes, the baby will only strengthening or will be reinforcing the bonds, the connection that already exists. If a couple is not or they are not well, if they are already going through a moment of coldness, not a moment, they are not talking to each other, they don't have pleasure to be with each other, they don't have communication anymore, there's no mutual respect anymore, there's something that is not going well, and comes a baby or a second baby or a third baby, as we heard. Obviously that this coming of a baby will only make it bigger, the problem bigger than it was before.
And especially because, of course, a baby brings new responsibilities. It's a joy, it's a moment of great joy, of course, but it brings responsibilities, and adding to the responsibilities, I'm not saying problems or issues that the marriage might be already facing, because all of us go through that in a relationship, but adding to the responsibilities that we already have as a couple, as employees, for example, as family members. So it can bring more tension, let's say it, more tension than solutions if a problem already exists in between the couple. And you were asking me, if you allow me, if you remember what you've asked me while we were having lunch today?
No.
You don't?
I asked a few things, so I don't know.
So
what
you asked me if we wanted, or if I wanted to have a pet, a baby dog, puppy, and I was like, no, of course not, because
why not?
Of course not, because we already, and I thought, so in the blink of an eye, I thought about all the responsibilities we have, and I thought, who was I going to leave the puppy? Who was going to take care of the puppy when I was not there, and I was busy, and you were busy, and we are busy? So imagine now, I'm not comparing a baby to a dog, but imagine if a puppy that can stay by itself for a while, not too long, but for a while, and it's already a concern, a reason for us to concern if the puppy has food, if has water, if he's doing his necessities on the right place. So imagine we can't leave a baby not even for a second by himself or by herself. So it's a big responsibility. It's not something that we should take lightly.
So the question is, if the person doesn't know how to fix the problem when they are two, how are they going to fix a problem bringing a third person or a fourth person into the relationship? How is that possible? How will they be able? Because when we bring a baby to this world, we bring responsibilities that will be shared between the couple. They will have plenty of responsibilities. There will come plenty of things and tasks that they need to be done in order to raise and take care of the well-being of this baby, that will demand a couple that is already well. And even a couple who is well, when the baby comes, their relationship sometimes is going to be put into a test. They really need to be strong with each other when the baby comes, because when this happens, the baby comes, they will know how to share responsibilities. They will know what one is going to do, what the other one is going to do, who is going to feed at this time, who is going to sleep here, because also this has to be seen, because with the baby, parents are sleeping less.
Of course, sleep deprivation.
With the baby, the financial conditions, the belt will be a little bit more squeezed. You have to make more effort to be attentive, to help each other, and not putting in danger the baby that you are bringing into the world, because at the end of the day, it's the couple's or the parents' responsibility to take care of this baby. And the big thing here, Andrea, is it end up being a little bit of, I don't know if I can say selfishness, but the person ends up thinking more on themselves, because they don't want to lose what sometimes it's already lost. It's a card of despair when they try to have or bring a baby when there is no connection anymore, where there is no love anymore, when things are not going well. And yes, a baby, it won't be the solution of a problem when a couple is going through difficult moments. The big thing is this: if two, it's already difficult, imagine three. If with two there are already problems with communication, if with two there are problems already with planning, if two they have already problems in scheduling and having their tasks and their goals already in order, if with two it has been already a challenge, with three, and if you are not for each other, when I say not for each other, I'm talking about the couple. How are you going to raise that baby? We were talking and reading, a baby when comes and the couple is well, although brings all these responsibilities, brings joy. It's a moment of happiness for a couple.
It's a glue.
When they are well and they are looking for it. It's a reason for a stronger bond between husband and wife. It's a reason for the couple to be more close or closer more than ever. It's a reason for them to face new challenges. It's a new phase of their lives, but because it was something planned and something they want, or something that they want to fight for, so it will be a reason that will bring a stronger connection between them. But it's not something that will save the marriage. And then comes the question, so if the baby is not going to save marriage, what can save the marriage? Well, let's hear what people they have to say, because the Love Talk Show went outside and asked exactly this to everyone, a few people that spoke with our reporter. Let's hear what they have to say.
Straight from the people, straight to you. The word on the street.
Do you think having a baby can actually fix a broken marriage, or does it just add more pressure? Explain it.
I can. I'm going to say absolutely not. It would add more pressure. I don't have children myself. I have a very happy life without children. It was something that we chose. I think having a baby to fix your marriage is just going to cause more problems, I would imagine. How can you fix a relationship with a child? No. I think it's selfish to have a child unless you really, really want to have a child and it's going to be the most amazing thing and you're going to have a wonderful, happy family. You can't always guarantee that, but I think having a child just to save a marriage, incredibly selfish. Leave them alone.
Not the right person to ask, but I think it prolongs the issues already present. That's a strategy that works. If you're a decent person, then yeah, you have to look after the child. I don't think people should do it, but I think it works, yeah. If you're scared the relationship is going to an end, the best idea is not to have a child and baby trap the other person. That's not a good idea. Try and fix the relationship, and if it doesn't work, find someone else to have a kid with. Shared love for a same person can bring people together, but a lot of the time, especially with a single child, it ends up in competition.
Having a child, I think, adds enormous pressure to a couple, so I definitely don't think it would save a rocky relationship. It's quite difficult and stressful bringing up a child. When you're thinking about having a baby, we all think it's going to be this wonderful, lovely experience, and we're going to have the perfect baby, aren't we? That will never, spend all night crying and all day crying. And when you read information, you don't see grumpy-looking couples looking at their baby going, "Ooh, I don't think I would have a baby just to save a relationship." That baby is going to grow up to be a human being, and you're going to spend a lot of your time and effort and part of your life bringing that child up. And should it not be about the child, not about you? You need people around you to help support you to bring a child up. Well, it's a different sort of love, isn't it, that you have for your child than you have for your partner. So I don't think it fills the same role.
No. I've seen it happen. It didn't work. It was the cause of the breakup, it wasn't the solution. Every instance I've seen of a child in a failing marriage has caused more stress and ultimately a breakup. There's a lot involved in raising a child, and if you're not prepared to do that, then adding a child just adds a lot more stress. There is some love there, and if it's just the absence of any love at all, that certainly will fill a hole in your heart. But if you still hate your partner, that's not going to change.
I've seen many relationships fall apart or in the process of falling apart when they have decided impulsively to have a child or to bring even a fur baby home. Like, it's changing the family dynamic and it's putting a lot more pressure on something that's already falling apart. Yes, it could be selfish, but I think that there are other mechanisms at play that has a lot more to do with someone's psychology and what traumas might be at play that would influence them to feel that a child might be an anchor to hold things together, possibly from past experiences or media or something else. So it's interesting because even if it's selfish of the one person to have the child, whichever gender they might be that's putting the pressure on it, I find that the other partner usually goes along with it anyway. So even if it's selfish, it's something that's being catered to by both parties. Even if it's potentially a red flag, as someone might want to get away, they carry on with it anyway. So it's difficult to say for sure if it's actually selfish. The bond that you might have with a child it can be a friendship, it can be a dependence, it can be so many different things. I don't think it's necessarily a replacement for in lieu of, but I think it is a wonderful addition, right, to have unconditional love between you and your child.
If you haven't got the communication skills, then adding a baby to that makes it worse. There's lots to do, lots to communicate about. If you think it's going to save your relationship, it's unlikely to, in my opinion. If there are already cracks and you're trying to have that baby to paper over those cracks, it's likely that once you realize that the baby's not going to paper over those cracks, you're going to split. The child's going to be torn between two places, maybe. Is it selfish? I wouldn't say it's selfish. I would say it's probably misguided. For a lot of people, I guess it will bring joy for that set period of time. Once that set period of time is over, you go back to being your relationship and you realize the things that were issues before the child are still issues now. You love your child and they'll give you love, but you're still gonna have that lack of companionship maybe that you desire.
This is the Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.
And although the challenges are normal and they can be manageable when the couple is interested in having a child, when you bring the child only for you to grant or to hold next to you the person that you are in love with, that you want next to you, obviously this won't be good news, and this won't give you the strength that you need. When the challenges are coming of a child, and even if you are not a parent, if you are not a dad or a mom, it's not easy. Look at yourself and see how many struggles, difficulties your parents they were facing to raise you. And among them, we still have those who do not know who the father is or who the mother is, and sometimes they even know who the person is, but there is no communication, there is no connection, they are not close to each other, they don't share life with their parents, and how frustrated this can be in the life of a person. So when we brought this subject here to the Love Talk Show, it was exactly to share with you this idea that a third person will not fix the problem. And although you see this on social media, you will see the majority of people saying that a baby will not save the marriage, because it's the common answer, and by the people who are answering, we can have an idea what people in general they think. But the truth is, Andrea, it's not a few situations where a person desperate end up getting pregnant, having a child, trying only to hold what they had. A few days ago, not long ago, we heard a real story here of a woman that when the boy said that would leave her, she told him, "No, I'm pregnant." And because she said, "I'm pregnant," he said, "No, okay, I will be with you because you are pregnant. I will take care of this child." But his behavior did not change. Even in saying that I will stay with you, his behavior did not change, and he kept sleeping around. He kept betraying her. He kept doing whatever he wanted to do it. And when she found out what was happening, she did something even worse. "I lied to you. I just all this time you have been like a clown, because I told you something, you believed in me, and it was a lie." And obviously, saying or bringing as this third person to the relationship will not save it, will not make it better. And the big question when we were talking a few minutes ago is, so what can save in this case this marriage? Well, if the baby is not the answer, and if the partner is already with one foot on the other side of the house, if the partner has already his or her mind already outside of the house, what can be done? Andrea, the first thing the person has to do is to take care of himself, is to take care of herself. This emotion imbalance proves that these men or women, and regardless of the age, they need to take care of them. The soul, the heart is bleeding. There's a wound within them, and they need to take care of them, because with this emotional despair, they will not be happy. Even if they hold the person next to them, they won't be happy. They will not make the person happy, and eventually the divorce, the breakup will come and will happen. It's only a matter of time.
A baby can't buy me love. We have a famous song that says, "Can't buy me love." something, but a baby can't buy us love also. I don't know, I don't have it in the back of my head, but it's something like that. And I was even thinking while you were talking that the same way that we advise people to be healed from within before engaging in a relationship, before bringing a second person to a person's life or to add another one to someone's life, to be healed from within, to be well sorted, to be even happy by themselves. Because before engaging in a relationship, starting to get to know my husband, and we even started talking or dating, I was happy being by myself. Not, oh, I'm alone, I'm so happy. Not in that sense. But I was whole from within. I didn't feel broken. I didn't feel broken-hearted. I was not broken-hearted. Although I went through a few things, even in my household, but I was already healed. So my husband came to add, and together we got together to multiply. So not let me bring someone to save me, to rescue me from the suffering I'm drowning. So let me bring someone into this boat for us to be able to drown together. That's not the idea.
We cannot buy people's love, and we cannot buy people's attention. And even if you buy it, you will buy it for a period of time. Sooner or later, it will end.
The baby even might come, but the same way I was saying, not bringing a second person when you are not healed from within, when you are not sorted inside, the same thing, bringing a third person that is a baby or a child won't heal your marriage, because we have to go to the roots. And if it's already fragile, if the relationship is already fragile, imagine a person is there not being able to see the partner because the partner is out for the majority of time, and then you have to take care of the baby. Even when the partner is there, you can't give attention because of course you can't sleep properly. The baby requires 100% of your attention. So it's even curious when people say, let me bring a baby into this relationship to save it, because you will end up spending more time with the baby than with the person. If we think in depth, it doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, but sometimes the person is so emotionally broken or so desperate in not losing, they don't think in the consequences of what is going to happen. And that's why we brought this topic today, a band-aid baby. And it's not possible. The first thing you have, or if you know a family member or a friend that goes through this or had in mind to do it, what this person has to do is to take care of himself, of herself. They need to work from within. They need to restore themselves. They need to first to learn how to love themselves and to be well from within. And then they will be able to find a partner. Sometimes the partner is going or she is going because they see that this person is emotionally unbalanced. They see this person is not, having a kind of emotional control and taking wrong decisions in life. And maybe that's why the relationship is going down the drain. So the moment that you can invest in you, taking care of you, being healed from within, removing whatever it is, traumas, dependence, insecurities, fears, either name it, whatever it is, you will become a better human being and you will become more attractive. And who knows if this person that you are in love with will not feel attracted by you. Well, for you to take care of yourself and how to rebuild yourself from inside, we are going to talk about this in a few minutes.
As a child, I witnessed abuse in my family. My mom and my dad were constantly fighting because my dad was cheating on my mom. So this has always brought a fight between them. That was how I was growing up with my two sisters. When I was 12, my parents separated. My mom left the house and we were left with my dad. But my dad has to go to work, which was outside the town. So I was left with the responsibility of taking care of my younger siblings. Remember, I was also attending school, but I have to take care of my siblings. Taking care of them was such a huge responsibility. It made me to grow. So then I started looking for my mom to take care of us because the burden was too much for me. I found where she was, so we went to live with her. But I wasn't that happy because I was so much attached to my dad. And because of the separation, it affected me. So at the age of 14 to 15, I started drinking. I would go to school. From school, I would go to visit a friend who works in a pub, and that's where I started taking alcohol. I wasn't bothered at first because I thought it was just a normal teenage life. But I realized that my mom was beating me anytime I come home. I got used to the beating. She realized that the beating wasn't working. One day I woke up from my middle of the night from my sleep and I heard someone crying. When I opened my eyes, it was my mom. I was kneeling down near my bed and she was crying, and I realized she was praying. That's where I realized that there was something wrong, so I have to stop. So I stopped drinking, but the relationship between me and my mom wasn't that great because she blamed me for everything. As the first child, every little thing that happens in the house, I have to take the blame for it. So I realized that she never loved me. She loved my siblings more than me. That's how I felt. And then I started sleeping around. Started going out with boys just for the fun of it. Going out with men. Then I met my husband at the age of 27, which I thought we were going to be together forever. I got pregnant. And then we decided to marry. So after I had my son, I found out that he was seriously cheating on me with other women. And this brought back all the memories from the pain from my childhood because I remembered what happened to my mom and I realized that the same thing was happening to me. And this was so painful that I decided to end it all because I didn't want to go through the pain my mom has gone through. So I wanted to kill myself and killed my son because I just wanted to punish my husband by not leaving my son for him. I decided to buy bleach and then I was going to drink it and I was going to give my son. That was in the middle of the night because I knew my husband wasn't coming home. And then I knew in the morning we will all be gone. Before I could take that action, I remembered my dad, realizing that what happens if I die and the child doesn't die? He might end up being told that the mom tried to kill him. Or what about if he dies and I don't die? The guilty of me killing my child was worse than my pain. So I decided to stop. The relationship between me and my mom became better. And by then, she was attending the Universal Church. So she saw the pain I was going through in my marriage. So she decided to invite me. So I started attending the church. I liked the church. I liked the atmosphere. I felt welcome by the assistants, by the pastors. And I tried getting closer to understand how to get closer to God. So I started attending the services. I attend the Monday service, the Wednesday and the Friday services for deliverance because I realized I needed to be delivered. So I was attending these services. I was listening to the messages. I was applying them. And I really wanted to transform my life and then get better with God. While I was hearing the message about receiving the Holy Spirit, I was seeing testimony about people and then how it has transformed their lives. I saw the joy and the peace they were talking about. I also decided I needed that peace in my life. To receive the Holy Spirit, I started praying more. I started surrendering my pain to God. I started telling him everything that I felt inside, how I felt about myself, how I felt about my family. And then I started praying more, reading the Bible, attending the services more. But the main thing was to let go of my pain, to forgive myself first, to forgive those that have hurt me, and then to let go of the grudges that I felt towards them. Today, I am a fulfilled giftee. I've forgiven myself. I've forgiven my mom. I have a very good relationship with my mom. I am in the PCG, that's patient care. I'm helping others. I'm evangelizing. We go for hospital visits. I work as a nurse. I enjoy what I do. I'm enjoying the relationship between me and my children. They are all in the presence of God. Today, the Holy Spirit has made me who I am. I am the most happiest person. I have forgiven my husband. Although we are no more together, I have forgiven him. Without the Holy Spirit, I wouldn't be who I am today, because I have the peace. Because I know no matter what is happening, I know God is on my side.
This is the Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.
Gifty is an example of how a person can recover from within in first place, and this is what will make the difference above all. And sometimes, Andrea, a person is going through moments in life, they feel like going through deserts, dry places. They don't see a way out. They don't see an oasis. They don't see water to quench their thirst. They don't see an open door. They look everywhere, and the only thing they see is the heat of the problems coming upon them, and they don't see a way out. And we have, because we believe in God, and we believe that He can perform the impossible, we are going to have this purpose where when a person is in a situation like this, when a person is singing songs, but songs of sadness, songs, have you noticed, Andrea, that the majority of love songs are sad songs, are songs talking about sadness, the lost, what people went through, the way they felt betrayed, what caused within them. The majority of the love songs, they are related to suffering, brokenness, are related to a person who came out of a relationship and did not succeed. And the person is exactly expressing what we are saying. You are everything for me. I love you more than everything. And this is where sometimes the wrong decisions are coming up. But if this person is now desperate, if this person is now, Andrea, thinking, what is going to be of my life, my future, without this man, without this woman, how is going to be? If they look at themselves and they see themselves in a very dry place like a desert, they need to take a step of faith, as Gifty did, in order to change or the way they see things, and learning what can be done to make things better.
Only a moment in time, because in one moment in time, today we are talking about having a baby to save a relationship, and one moment in time changes people's lives forever. The couple's life, the relationship, and a newborn child's life. It's human being also. So one moment in time can change a person's life forever. And the same can happen with you if you are facing difficult moments, if you are going through a lot, if it's a sequence of suffering and pain because you left. You ended a relationship, you started another one, thinking that you would be able to be happy with this new person, new addition to your life. But you start seeing that it's not the person, it's you, it's within. Probably, maybe, we don't know you, but probably you didn't overcome the issues, the problems, the inner problems that you faced throughout your childhood, who knows, maybe in a household where you were living with your family, with your parents. So much went on and you were not able to overcome. You still struggle with all those feelings, bad emotions within yourself, and you realize that when you start a new relationship, you bring all this suffering and all this pain. You project this pain and suffering in the other person. Sometimes you even say, but that person that I've chosen is a good person, is a very good man, a very nice man, a very nice woman. But the fact is, you are not in peace with yourself. So that's what we are talking about, being healed from within instead of choosing to bring another person, and according to the topic of today, bringing even a child to the equation. So let's sort ourselves first, because then for sure we will have the power to make good and wise decisions for the future.
Well, let's pay attention of what is going to happen in this next love therapy.
When it comes to life and faith, many people make the mistake of believing that change will happen automatically over time. But it doesn't. Time alone does not change a person's life. Waiting does not heal the soul, and difficult experiences do not always result in a true change. Many people spend years in the same emotional or spiritual desert, thinking that one day things will magically change. However, without faith and an inner decision to believe, the situation often remains the same. The problem runs deeper than the circumstances. When a person becomes used to disappointment, fear begins to influence their decisions. They start believing that nothing will really change. They see a transformation in other people's lives, but struggle to believe it could happen to them. Fear slowly closes the door to faith. Sometimes a person becomes blind to new possibilities. Sometimes they stop listening to the voice that could guide them. Sometimes they remain silent because they feel they have nothing positive to say about their own lives. Yet, the Word of God shows a completely different reality. In the book of Isaiah, chapter 35, it says, "The wilderness and the wasteland shall be glad for them, and the desert shall rejoice and blossom as the rose. What was once abandoned and ruined can flourish again. What once appeared to be empty can become full of life." God shows us that it's possible to go from one extreme to the other, from dryness to abundance, from silence to joy, from shame to restoration. Perhaps today your life feels like a desert. Perhaps your relationships are painful or disappointing. Perhaps fear has stopped you from believing again. But God doesn't look for perfect people. He looks for those who are willing to believe. The greatest obstacle is often not the problem itself. It's the fear of trusting again. That's why this Thursday at 8 p.m. we will explore the message, From One Extreme to the Other. Through the promise found in Isaiah 35, you will discover how faith can transform the most difficult situations and how believing in God's Word can take you from the desert into a new season of life. If you desire to see real change in your life and believe that even a desert can blossom, this meeting is for you. At 232 Seven Sisters Road, Finsbury Park, London, N4 3NX. The Love Therapy. Because true love begins from within.
This is the Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.
So it will be this coming Thursday at 8 p.m. We are going to have this special seminar to help you. God bless you.
Thank you.
To help you in overcoming whatever is trying to, to defeat you from within and bringing so many obstacles from outside. God bless you again. And if you are listening to us at this very moment, you can join us this coming Thursday. We are asking people to bring a rose. You will learn why or what you can do with this rose, but we are asking to bring this rose because there is a biblical chapter. God bless you again. There is a biblical chapter that talks about what God is going to do in a dry place, that is coming, and He will bring you. It will allow to blossom a rose, And the place where there was sadness and frustration and anguish, it will be the place where there will be joy and happiness and salvation. And this is what we believe. So bring a rose with you. It doesn't matter the color. If you want to bring red, bring it red. And join us this coming Thursday at 8 p.m. when we are going to unite our strength, our faith with yours, and ask God to help you in overcoming whatever the difficult moment has been so far.
232 Seven Sisters Road, London, N4 3NX, our headquarters here in Finsbury Park, London. You are our special guest. But if you don't want to wait until tomorrow, our help center is open every single day since 6:30 a.m. until 9:30 p.m. So you are always, every day, every single day of the week, our special guests from Monday to Sunday, including Saturday and Sunday, of course. And if you want to get in touch right now at this moment, you say, Andrea, Peter, I really need a guidance, I really need help, so you can get in touch with our 24/7 helpline 020-7686-6000.
For more information, you can go to uckg.org.
Real stories, real dilemmas, real solutions. Only on the Dear Love Talk Show.
Is it wise to pursue or entertain romantic interests in environments like work or close friendship groups? And how do people protect themselves from emotional complications?
So, how is it if we entertain romantic interest in environments like work or with close friend groups? And yes, the second half of this question is, I believe, the answer to the first part of the question. To protect ourselves from emotional complications, we shouldn't entertain any type of romantic interest, either in environments like work or close friendships. Because when you are about to get to know the right person, you will know at the right moment that that's the right person, and you will have the chance to get to know the person in depth, let's say it. For example, I had in my not close circle, but I have people, acquaintances, let's call it, people that I knew, people from school, people from my workplace, but I was not very close to those people, men or women. I had, and I still have, women, girlfriends, let's say it, but I wouldn't be interested in any of the ones that were close to me, boys, of course, I'm talking about men, because I was not interested in having a relationship with them or a close relationship with them. So why entertaining those type of interests like romantic interest? When Ricardo approached me and he said, I want to get to know you better, and yes, I was interested at that moment to get to know the right person and to date eventually. So when he came, this is a potential person that I can get to know better, and I can see myself with him and getting married with him, like to have him in a future relationship. So I said yes, but he was the only one. Not every person was approaching me, because I didn't give that freedom, and that's very important. You can't give that type of freedom, otherwise people will take it in the wrong way.
Well, the Love Talk Show is now at the end. We are coming back tomorrow at 10 p.m. Don't forget your address, 232 Seven Sisters Road, here 5 minutes away from Finsbury Park train station. God bless you all. See you tomorrow.
See you. Bye-bye.
Well, the band was playing, the flags were waving, and there you were, in the middle of a sunny day parade. The crowds were cheering, the sky was clear, not a worry in the world. Marching on, sure and steady, strong and straight. Take another step, and another step, and another step. Then the lightning flashed, the thunder crashed, and suddenly it began to rain and everybody ran. Then the sky went black as midnight and you couldn't see, paralyzed by what you just can't understand. And now here you are, you're afraid to move. You don't know where to go, you don't know what to do. Take another step, take another step. Where the road ahead is dark and you don't know where to go. Take another step, take another step. Trust God and take another step, and another step, and another step. Take another step, and another step, and another step. We walk by faith and not by sight, we know it's true. We say it and sing it and love the way it sounds. But none of us can even begin to truly understand what it really means till all the lights go out. And there we are, nothing to hold on to, but the promises God's made to me and you. Take another step, take another step. When the road ahead is dark and you don't know where to go. Take another step, take another step. Trust God and take another step. If there's an ocean in front of you, you know what you've got to do. Take another step and another step. And maybe you'll turn the water into land. And maybe he'll take your hand and say, let's take a walk on the waves. Will you trust me either way? And take another step, take another step. Take another step, take another step. Trust God and take another step. Take another step. When the road ahead is dark and you don't know where to go. Take another step, take another step. Trust God and take another step. And another step, and another step. Take another step, and another step, and another step. Take another step, and another step, and another step. Take another step, and another step, and another step.
That's a wrap on today's Love Talk Show, where every conversation brings you closer to intelligent love. We'll be back soon with more love, more truth, and more talk. Until next time, keep practicing intelligent love.